first impressions last and that you never get a second chance at making a first impression.
That is very correct.
5 days ago, you appeared before this committee. You were a completely different person. Am I correct?
I agree.
Who coached you?
No one chair coached me, but you go to a place for the first time, you feel, you assess. Then if you get a chance to come another time, obviously you will then have the sense of environment.
So you left here 5 days ago. You've decided that you're going to pull yourself towards yourself and come here and respect this committee and not undermine us like you did the last time.
Not really to undermine. Even last time I was telling what I know, but obviously there is always a room of improvement.
Did you have any contact with Minister Mchunu over the last 5 days? Did you make a phone call? Did he call you? Did he say, well done? Did he say, do better? Any contact with the minister?
We did communicate, yes.
You did communicate in the past 5 days. And what was his advice to you?
No, he did not have any advice. The only thing he'd always say, not even when I testified, he always stressed that go there and tell the truth.
Okay.
You don't go there to cover anyone. Go there and tell what you know. That's what he's always saying.
The other thing was, General Konazi came here and he said he saw you wearing an ANC t-shirt. What type of friendship do you have with General Konazi? Because in your testimony last week, you said you are best friends. That's what friends are for. He got you a job. You were traveling together. You designed his house. He came, he said he saw you in a t-shirt. And do you have a real friendship? I'm beginning to question that friendship.
Hence, I stipulated earlier that he was angry that I recorded him.
So he lied about you wearing an ANC t-shirt?
No, there was no need to say it. He was just throwing tantrums.
So he said?
There was no need to say it. Yes, I did.
So you are saying your friend lied?
No, I'm saying he was correct that he saw me on my picture wearing a t-shirt. But there was no need to say it here. There was no relevance of it.
No, we wanted to determine the extent of political interference. I think that's how that question came, where he said that he saw you wearing an ANC t-shirt. You said earlier on that you're not affiliated to any political party. Are you then, you were seeing you've got a picture in an ANC t-shirt. Are you an ANC supporter or an ANC member?
I'm in a political office. Mm-hmm. The minister is an ANC member.
I'm asking about you.
No, I'm not.
You're not. You just wear those t-shirts.
Yes. If the minister is another political party, I'll support him like that as my principal, whatever is doing.
So you'll just wear any t-shirt that where you can benefit. If there's a job, you'll wear the t-shirt.
No, I'm already in the job when I'm wearing the t-shirt. I'm already the chief of staff.
But you just said that you'll wear the t-shirt irrespective if it's a different political party. I'm trying to determine who is this man before us.
Yes, I'm saying my principal. If my principal is affiliated in any political party, I'll support him in that. Because my job is to support him, whatever he's doing. Because I'm in a political office.
So irrespective of your own values and your own principles and your own beliefs, you will just do what your principal does and support?
No, especially if there is no harm in doing it.
Let me get to the more serious questions. In your report about the meeting at the house of former alleged gangster, drug kingpin, murderer, mobster, organized by Paul O'Sullivan, who was the AfriForum white male? I'm asking this because AfriForum has been meddling in a lot of issues, and especially when you're saying we have a state, the state has been captured So I want to determine how far back does this go. I want to know who was the AfriForum white male and who was the DA white male at this meeting.
They were introduced like that, but without giving names.
So there's no register, there's no way of us tracking who these people were.
No. They were referred as representatives.
And the journalist, will anyone know the names of those two people at that meeting if we must go back and investigate this? Because this is very serious what you've mentioned. And the fact that this man is now sending threats, we need to verify that what you have told us here today is 100% truth.
That's correct.
Will we be able to get the names of the DA white male and the AfriForum white male?
That's what you can get if you investigate, but no one entertained this. It was never investigated.
And now it needs to be entertained.
Then it will be, the truth will be revealed.
You said Paul O'Sullivan often speaks and everything stops in SAPS when he speaks. Are you aware of the allegations that Paul O'Sullivan is linked to foreign intelligence services?
No, I'm not aware.
Because that was one of the allegations your friend made.
I'm not aware that's possible.
It's possible.
Yes.
Is it a coincidence that Mr. O'Sullivan owns the house of a drug kingpin, gangster?
It is correct. Where we had a meeting, that house was bought by Paul O'Sullivan.
Do you know what is so scary? The evidence is from a decade ago, your report. Yet the same characters are still very active and in fact are the first to come out screaming after that press conference. And today again, they are the first to come out screaming, sending threats. 10 years ago and today they are still active. That is extremely scary. And I ask myself, you formed a task team, and today we're all supposed to be clapping for a swimming fish. You formed a task team, you knew what you were doing, and you went to the home where bodies were found in bathrooms. You're part of SAPS, and you use taxpayers' money, and you take members from every unit within SAPS to advance agendas because people want ranks. Is that fair on South Africans? Is that the right way to deal with matters that compromises our safety in this country? And then you say, I had an aha moment and then I stepped away. Do you know these people embroiled, these people that you were sitting around this table with, they've been feeding drugs to our communities. And I'm not saying this from hearsay. This is how serious this is. And it's scary to think that Mr. O'Sullivan is sending messages right now in this committee, compromising all of these members in this committee. And you as SAPS had a task team set up. A task team not to deal with the safety of citizens. A task team to deal with plotting against your fellow colleagues. Does that make it right?
Not at all. That's why I reported it.
You reported it, but you were part of it. There's no holy cows in this. There's absolutely no holy cows in where we find ourselves. So people can't participate, and months later they have an aha moment, and because they come here and they speak truth, we're supposed to be clapping hands. You were part of the harm. And you need to be held accountable. Am I correct?
No, you're not correct.
Honorable member,
You're not correct.
may you please not pass judgment on the witness. Ask him questions and allow him to respond.
The moment I realized,
Chief,
I reported.
And where I'm coming from. These people, I cannot understand, Chair, how SAPS members can go to the home where women were murdered, where bathtubs were filled with blood, and they decide to host and have meetings at a crime scene. We cannot be calm with it, because that person that was sitting in jail was selling drugs in our communities with all the networks.
No, I hear what you are saying, Honorable James, but we said that the witnesses who are appearing before us are not suspects. They are having a conversation with us as a committee to help us realize the objectives that we have agreed on in the terms of reference, the 4 pillars.
I agree they're not suspects, but even if they're not suspects, Chair, sometimes they are enablers.
Let me conclude this. Because nobody has been charged here or has been found guilty, has been convicted, let's not cast aspersions at them. Even those that are convicted, we still believe that they can be rehabilitated. So just have a conversation with the witness, ask him questions, let him respond to your questions.
Chair, you need to understand where we're coming from, and when we say we are the voice of South Africans. They cannot be rehabilitated when they've destroyed the lives of many children in our communities that's now suffering with drug-induced psychosis. The scars of what they have done. We need to see and link what is happening here to communities, what is unfolding on the ground. Let me move on.
Ask him a question, don't condemn him. When he comes out of here, he must still say, I met with the leadership of this country.
Mr. Nkabinde, in your supplementary statement, you apologize for using thumbsuck dates in your original affidavit. You say the wording thumbsuck was due to your inability to verify dates, correct, in your paragraph 16?
That's correct.
You effectively excuse the fact that you told this committee that your dates were thumbsucked because your devices were seized on the 10th of October and you could not verify the dates, correct?
That's correct.
In the same supplementary statement before us, you again provide exact dates. For example, that the 30th of September meeting was cancelled and replaced by the 28th of October meeting, and that Konazi called you on the 1st of October and not the 30th of September. Now, how did you verify these dates if your devices were seized?
I verified it with an assistant of the PA of the minister and the minister's diary.
You blame the device seizure for your thumbsucked first affidavit. But in the supplementary, you say you verified dates using the minister's diary, which you say now, shown to you by the PA. Why did you not consult that diary before signing your first affidavit? Because what you said here the first time you appeared before this committee, you said that under oath.
My initial affidavit and the topics that I was advised to cover, I was satisfied with the version that I gave up until the question came from the committee that it's not enough. I must first check when and how I met the first time Brown, of which I never, and I think with the evidence leaders and my legal team, we never anticipated that we need to clarify as far back as I only reported the meeting of October, which it had materialized. I thought that was the issue, according to the guidelines.
Moving on to claiming you didn't know Mokgotsi to now you know him. When exactly was the first time you came across Brown Mokgotsi, and how did you get in touch with him?
The minister gave me his number.
When did you first get Mokgotsi's number, the date?
20th of August, 2024.
You say in your statement that Minister gave you Mokgotzi's number on the 20th of August. Is that your evidence?
That's
Paragraph
correct.
55 and 55.6.
That's correct.
And then when you first started communicating with Mr. Mokgotzi, how many meetings did you set up in total between the minister and Mr. Mokgotzi? Because the last time you were here, and I'm getting somewhere, I know we've asked you these questions, you said only once.
Yes, I was referring the one that said.
You said only once.
Yes, it's only once.
And today, 5 days later, it's more than 5 times.
No, it's
Because there's been 2 cancellations.
It's only one.
Only one what?
Only one meeting that's set.
I'm not speaking about one meeting that's set. I'm asking about your communication and your interaction with Mr. Brown Mokgotzi.
My initial statement is saying I had several engagements with him.
You told Parliament last week that you only arranged the one meeting in Stilfontein, 28 October meeting. Do you remember that that was your evidence?
No, 28 October is a supplementary. Previously, the initial statement, I don't have a date. I said October or November.
But do you see the contradictions between your 2 statements?
It's not.
And they were both under oath today and last week.
It's not contradiction if the date of the meeting is October or November, and the actual date is 28 October. There's no contradiction there. It's within the estimate.
Let me say this to you. What I cannot understand is that you were under oath last week, as you are today, and you told us last week, you told us A last week, but we are told in B, being told B today.
Yeah, there's no different anyway. So it means my estimates were accurate, in fact. The only thing I did not have an exact date.
I am struggling to understand when you were telling the truth. Was it last week or was it today? We know that there were discrepancies in dates.
It means both because there are no changes.
You left out a lot of information last week.
Yes, we never anticipated how the committee will probe.
Given all these contradictions, whether you knew Mokgotzi, how you got his number, how many meetings you arranged, your reliance on thumbsuck dates, why should this committee accept that your corrected version of any of your evidence? Why should we accept it as being reliable?
It should accept it because it's not off.
So you're saying
It's
that
not
this,
way off. If the initial statement, it's estimate October, November, and the correct date is 28 October, so it means there's no contradiction.
so you're saying within 5 days a leopard changed its spots? I'll leave it at that. Thank you.
Cedric Nkabinde jumps ship as he has had a change of heart regarding to the allegations that were made by Lieutenant General Ntantla Mkhwanazi on the 6th of July regarding the political interference and the capturing of the South African Police Service by criminal networks and criminal syndicates and cartels in this country. You'd remember that he's someone that the testimony given by Lieutenant General Ntantla Mkhwanazi, it has placed Cedric Nkabinde in the camp, the Senzo Mchunu's camp and the Shadrack Sibiya's camp that has captured the police service in protection of the criminal syndicates in this country. Nkabinde, about a month or 2 once, held a press briefing where he attacked Ntantla Mkhwanazi, attacked the National Police Commissioner, General Fani Masemola. So even when he appeared last week on Thursday before the Parliament's committee, he came there a very cocky man, but was quickly cut into sizes where he was even sent packing because the statement or the affidavit that he had deposited was proven to be riddled with lies and inaccuracies, whereby the EFF even went further to open a case of perjury against him for lying under oath. So he was sent back to prepare a proper statement, a factual statement. So him coming back this week on Wednesday, he came back a changed man. You could tell that he is deserting the Senzo Mchunu's camp. He may not say it outrightly, but I think his conscience is now talking to him. He is realizing that the Mchunus, the Sibiyas and others are on the wrong side of history. The files that he dished in his second appearance before the Parliament's ad hoc committee shows you that something has been triggered within Cedric Nkabinde. So hence he has decided to jump ship, unlike Brown Mogots at the Madlanga Commission, who has made a decision to stay with the sinking ship and sink with that ship. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Tebos Kosana. The name of our platform is IZWI LABANSUNDU, the voice for Africans. Thank you very much.